In 1883, when the volcano Krakatoa erupted, the world shook with one of the greatest explosions in history. The ground trembled, the sky turned black, and the sea began to rise in a way no one had ever seen before. Near the coast lived a German quarry manager who had spent the morning watching the ash clouds build over the horizon. When the rumbling grew louder, he climbed to the top of his 3-story office building, which itself sat on a hill almost 100 feet high. He thought it was the safest place he could be. But the eruption grew stronger. The island tore itself apart, and a massive tsunami started racing toward the shore. The man stood frozen as he saw the wave rising higher and higher until it towered over his building. There was no running, there was no shelter. The wall of water hit with the force of a giant hand sweeping everything away. The building was lifted off the ground, shattered, and carried inland. The man was thrown into the raging flood, struggling to stay above the churning water. As he fought to breathe, something huge and dark rose beside him. Through the foam and debris, he realized it was an enormous crocodile, swept up by the same wave. In that desperate moment, with no other chance to survive, he did the only thing he could think of. He lunged forward and grabbed onto the crocodile's back. Somehow, he managed to hook his thumbs into the animal's eye sockets, the only place he could get a grip, and held on as tightly as he could. The wave pushed both of them forward, racing across the ruined land. The crocodile twisted and thrashed, but the man refused to let go. For nearly 3 kilometers, he rode the creature through the roaring water, through broken trees, and over what had once been villages. Finally, the wave began to lose its strength as it reached a distant hill. The water crashed against the slope, and the force of it threw the man and the crocodile onto the ground. Dazed and bruised, he scrambled to his feet. The crocodile, furious and confused, slid away into the jungle. The man stood alone, soaked and shaking, but alive. In the days that followed, as the survivors gathered and the story of the disaster spread around the world, he wrote down his unbelievable escape.